When I think about young leaders being unleashed into the mission of God in the world, it actually probably looks more structured than you might expect. I've been fortunate to have had opportunities to encourage young leaders to serve within the Church of the Lutheran Brethren in the same way that I was encouraged. I think about Paul, a former student in my youth group in Washington State who's now enrolled at our seminary. I think about Owen, a recent graduate of Hillcrest who's currently serving at Inspiration Point Bible Camp this summer and planning to go to Chad, Africa to support our missionaries there. I think about the Great Commission that we read at the end of Matthew's Gospel, and Jesus came to them and he said to them, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. So go, therefore, and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to observe all that I've commanded you, and then the promise that I am with you always to the very end of the age. I love the theme that shapes the CLB mission to be a disciple-making church. The idea of call and partner, unleash and multiply. When I think about the call, I think about how Jesus met his disciples in their daily life and invited them to follow him. And really for 3 years, they followed him from city to city, along the roads, in homes, and where he taught them, mentored them, worshiped with them, encouraged them, sometimes correcting them. The unleashing of Jesus' disciples was not like an unleashing of somebody who's breaking free from a restraint and running with abandon. Rather, I think the unleashing of Jesus' disciples came after 3 years of daily spending intentional time with Jesus, discovering the truth of the scriptures, learning and seeing his heart for the world, understanding compassion and care for the prisoner, the lost, the lonely, the broken, the burdened. And then Jesus sent them into the world, unleashed from sin's grip, while at the same time tethered to the mission of Jesus, kept and held by the promises of God and his word, equipped by his Spirit, unleashed to build the church that he intended within a context of a community of believers who are on mission together. That's us in the CLB. Would you join us in that mission? Find those young leaders, encourage them, mentor them, point them to Jesus, spend intentional time with them, and then within the context of our church, let's unleash them to serve our God.